What's up, everybody? It's time for you to get unreasonably mad that your waifu or husbando didn't make the top of my list. Today, we're doing the lads and ladies of Langrisser 3. First, we're going to start in mostly alphabetical order. I think I got this pretty close. I mean, Die Hard's a little messed up, but, you know, such is life. Alright, so first we're going to start with Muller. Now, obviously, my icon is Muller. My web banner is Muller. He's pretty cool of a character, and I honestly think he should have been the pro tag of this game, so I am going to put him definitely in the Sidechick category with the chance to win overall. But it's never that simple now, is it? Next, we have Anna, the lesser of the two sisters. And honestly, Anna's a little milquetoast. She's just kind of there. Like, she wants to be helpful, but she's okay. At the beginning of the game, she's an okay healer, you know. This is one of those healers that you run on Empire until you get a real healer. So for her, I'm going to put her square and only if I'm lonely, because she's got some use. And, you know, if I'm lonely enough, I can pretend it's Varna, right? Next, we have Dios. Yeah, that one's pretty straightforward. Alright, now we have Emrick. Emrick, I think, is very interesting. Very suave, very intelligent. Definitely has a flair for the theatrical. So I would say he's definitely a fan of the gentleman. And I am a fan of him. Next, we have none other than yours truly, Faldrin Rowan, up here for debate. Now, I will say, Faldrin is a pretty cool character. Could stand to lose a few pounds. Definitely an expert cosplayer. But, you know, I've seen better. And, you know, the sadistic personality, not really my thing. And those eyes, it's weird enough. Like, do they glow in the dark? I mean, I feel like that would be weird, right? And then those fingernails? Ugh. I'm going to do only if I'm lonely, because I can see myself making some bad decisions with myself. Alright, next is Freya. Now, if we're talking default Freya, that to me is Pierre tier. But you have to take into consideration that summer skin. That summer skin brings her back from being Pierre to definitely Sidechick. She stepped her game up hard, and you know that summer's the time you're going to want to be showing her off. So, there you go. Alright, Geralt and Layla next. Now this, we cannot separate them, so this means that it's definitely going to be a menage a trois. So, the question is, how does this break down? Is this an all three involved situation? Is this like guy on guy, guy on girl? Is this one person stands in the corner or hides in the closet and watches? I don't know. There's too many questions up in the air for me. So I feel like with that, because I don't know all the details going in, we're going to have to do only if I'm lonely. Alright, next. And this is the second cosplay that I've done. It was a remarkably wholesome cosplay, other than those 30 seconds of absolute glory. But this one here, I'm not a big fan of, and not for the reason you think. It is not the fur. The idea that he could transform into anything is pretty cool to me. Any kind of monster, any kind of beast. That could be interesting. The issue here is age. Hundreds of years old. And he's even, one of his dialogue lines says he doesn't like to be ridden. So at that point, that's going to knock him down for me to the only if I'm lonely. Next, we have Kirikaze. Now, normally the samurai aesthetic, that would do it for me. But he's a sad samurai. Are there any happy samurai movies or any happy samurai stories? Does anyone know any? Because I don't think I've seen a single samurai story that ends well. So maybe samurais are just sad. Sad, lonely boys. If anyone knows any happy samurais, drop that in the comments below, because I am curious what a happy samurai would look like. But again, this is an issue of age. I don't think the silver hair is like an aesthetic choice. I think it's not like a Lifney or a Luna here. It's definitely the old age. and the dead family. It's kind of not doing it for me. So, going in the Pierre section. Next, we have Lewin. Lewin's interesting. In terms of intangibles, obviously he's the most important part of the Descendants of Light. But, at the same time, he kind of sucks. He's supposed to be this super important historical figure, and yet he's not even the protagonist of his own game. If you've seen my Langrisser lore video on him, you know my views. I don't need somebody who needs a step stool. So we're going into the Pierre tier. But actually, you know what? We're going to go in the MC Hammer tier for Can't Touch This. I forgot he's 14 years old. So, can't touch this. Next. Do I even need to say it? There's literally a category named after him. If I could stick him here, I would. But it's going to snap him back there. If there was a way to put him, like, way down here, maybe on a separate tier list altogether, I would do that. Alright, now we have Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf is Diet Kakashi. So, when you can't get Kakashi Hatake, you settle for Silver Wolf, right? It's like, for me, I'm a big Pepsi fan, but I will drink Coke. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people overall as well. I will drink Coke, even though I prefer Pepsi. To be fair, it's a family thing. Don't hate me. So for me, Silver Wolf is the lesser of two colas. But in this instance, we don't have the option for Kakashi. Love his aesthetic. Love that he's a hero of the people. It's kind of mysterious. I'm going to throw him up in the Sidechick category. Okay, Sophia on the clock. What are my thoughts on Sophia? I mean, that Halloween skin, good God. If we have to take into account Freya's Halloween skin, then Sophia's Halloween skin cannot, should not, and will not be forgotten. That skin is absolutely righteous. And for that skin alone, going up into Sidechick. Tierlist is 11. And that's all I'm going to say. Varna. Alright. This is better than Anna, so she's definitely going up ahead. Now, she is completely in love with another dude. That's the downside, right? So, where do I rank her? She likes Ultimiller. Ultimiller, though, I don't know, man. I wouldn't put her quite at Sidechick status because I don't really want to hear about someone else the entire time. So she's going in only if I'm lonely. Even though she's the better of the two, she's higher up than her sister. And we're going to re-tier these at the very end and see who's the best. Alright, now, Super Saiyan Diehard. Love the hair. Love the fact that his abs are so righteous they show through his armor. But he's kind of bombastic and ridiculous. And I'm already ridiculous enough. I don't need more absurdity in my life. And again, I don't think he should be the protagonist. This whole game should have been about Ultimiller. It would have been, in my opinion, so much of a better story. So he's going in only if I'm lonely. In behind Anna, but ahead of Farakeo. I'm actually liking how this list breaks out. Pierre's obviously at the end here. Kirikaze is going to head up ahead of Dios. For sure. These can stay there because we're not even going to comment on that section. This is going to be the battle at the very end. Now, Lifany. She's friends with Pierre. That's all you need to know. Anyone who thinks that there is anything of value to Pierre, immediately in the Pierre tier. Now, I will say, she gets a boost over Kirikaze. But she's friends with Pierre. Can't have it. Like, the last thing I want to do is be hanging out with Lifany, watching some sports, hanging out, cracking back some beers, and then she's like, oh, I got a friend coming over. I say, okay, I'll make a little bit of extra food this Sunday. And who walks in my door but Pierre? Pierre. In my home. The place where I live. Completely unacceptable. Okay, to be fair, it's not my home. It's my mom's basement. But either way, not acceptable. Last, and absolutely not least, is, in my opinion, the top female character in the game. We have Luna. Now, if you have seen my Ultra Instinct Die Hard Langrisser lore, you know what my opinions on that are. But I'm going to repeat them just because I can. So, Luna is a great strategist. And also, we find out through her Gate of Fate that her favorite food is seafood. And let me tell you, if someone thinks that seafood is fine dining, you lock that up. Seafood not only is awesome, but it's also really not that expensive. I can go out and get a huge plate of clams, I can get some high quality fish, and it's way less than getting steaks at a solid steakhouse. So if you can get somebody who likes them that seafood, you go for it. Now she's going up in the Sidechick category, and this is where the debate becomes real. So now, who is going to be the winner of Langrisser 3's Waifu for Laifu category? We have Ultimuller, Luna, Emrick, Freya, Silverwolf, and Sophia. So while I will say that Sophia and Freya, their skins are amazing, it's seasonal, right? So Sophia's only a freak in October, which is cool and all, but I feel like 11 months of the year, pretty boring. Freya, a little bit better, right? You get 3.5 months of summer of beach weather. That's pretty good, but still not good enough. Now, that leaves just 4. We've got Ultimuller, Luna, Emrick, and Kirikaze. Unfortunately for me, because I am horribly biased, and you would have expected it from the beginning, I'm going to have to take Ultimuller off of the table. So that means we are left with Luna, Emrick, and Silverwolf. Now this is tough. This is really tough. So I've already said my piece on Luna. Emrick, I just like that aesthetic, right? Like, he just seems so poised and so confident and has a path forward. And then you have Silverwolf, who's the man of the people, right? He's Robin Hood. And both of them are SR characters, right? So we're shaking things up here. It's not just, this isn't an SSR only list here. So let's see. Between these 3. I think I'm going to have to make an unconventional call here. And I don't think people are going to like it. But we are going with Emrick as the winner, the waifu for Laifu. Now, I know, you're going to say, you just wanted a male character to make things interesting at the end. Guess what? You're partially right, but also, I do find his character to be extremely interesting. And have you seen the Egyptian skin? If you haven't, go ahead and give that a look. It may not be your cup of tea, but I wouldn't blame you for drinking it. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I had a lot of fun with this list. I thought it was going to be a lot longer because it just seems like there's so many Langrisser 3 characters in the game, but I guess there's really only 18. So when I was putting this together, I thought, wow, this is going to take me forever to film and put together, but here we are. The winner is Emrick. Remember, at the end, we still have Langrisser 4, Langrisser 5, Langrisser Reincarnation, and then the mobile heroes to get through before we do the final head-to-head competition to determine who is the ultimate waifu of all of the Langrisser games. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment and sub. If you think that I got something on this list wrong, instead of just downvoting, leave a comment and let me know exactly where I went wrong. And thank you again for watching. Don't forget to check out the Patreon page as well if you would like to. We've got the $1 tier, the $3 tier, and the $5 tier, each with different rewards. That's in the link in the description below. And I will see you next time.